As a busy homeschooling mama to 6, there are so many things that need to be done during the day. Oftentimes I get asked just how our day looks and how I fit everything in. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you our daily routine as a large homeschooling family. Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tabitha from thismamashouse.com. I am a wife, a mama to 6, and I love to share all sorts of homemaking content on this channel, cooking, cleaning, as well as homeschooling. I'm currently doing a homeschooling series on this channel. So if you've missed any of my videos so far, I have shared our homeschool room tour, our homeschool curriculum choices, and today I'm sharing with you how our homeschool days look and the daily routines and rhythms that we follow. Currently, we homeschool Monday through Friday. This is our very first year schooling 5 days a week. In the past, we've done 4 days a week and then taken a field trip or done something fun or a co-op on Fridays. But this year, we're doing homeschooling lessons Monday through Friday, and it's been working out really good, and I've been loving to see our progress that we make through our curriculum each week. So I'm going to walk you through our homeschool day, and I hope that this video gives you some tips and suggestions on how you can schedule and structure your days. So in our family, we like to have slow, non-rushed mornings. And that means that I do not try to start homeschool before 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is our goal start time, and then we finish when we finish. I don't rush through the day and try to finish by a certain time. We take as many breaks as we need throughout the day and just go by how everybody is feeling. Some days we're done at noon if everybody's doing great and we're just cruising right through the lessons, and other days we're not finished until 4 p.m. It really depends on the day, and that's the beauty of how I run my homeschool. So I shared a video recently about my personal mama morning routine and what I do before the kids wake up. So I wake up at 6 a.m. and my kids usually start waking up at about 8 a.m. Sometimes my baby wakes up a little bit early and I just give him a bottle and put him right back to sleep, and he sleeps until 8 or 9. My kids are pretty good sleepers, and the majority of them are up by 8:30. If somebody who is school aged is not up by 8:30, then I will wake them up, except for the baby. Obviously he's not school aged, so that doesn't really come into play, but I always try to have everybody up at 8:30. That way we can all eat breakfast together. There used to be times in our homeschooling days where some kids, I would just let them sleep in really late, and then I was feeding some kids breakfast at 8. Some kids weren't eating breakfast till 9:30, and then I felt like I was just spending like 2 to 3 hours on breakfast alone, and it was just not working. So now everybody is up by 8:30 and we get started with our day. The first thing that we do when we wake up is we go outside and we take care of our little homestead. So we have ducks and chickens, and we even got 4 turkey now. So we go outside, we let them out, we fill up their waters, we give them food, and we feed all of our animals, even our 2 dogs. So my kids usually are the ones that are in charge of this, and they always love to take care of the animals and collect eggs that we get from the chickens and the ducks. Sometimes it's me who's doing it, but most of the time my kids are running out there first thing in the morning to check on all the animals. after the animals are taken care of, then we'll start with our breakfast routine. Certain breakfasts we really like and seem to have every single week, like eggs and oatmeal, pancakes, waffles. My kids really like having those puff pancakes. Some people call them Dutch babies. We like to have like a meat or a fruit with our breakfast. Sometimes we go for smoothies. It's just pretty much those basic breakfasts that we have on repeat. My kids are even learning how to cook some of those breakfasts. So if maybe I have some YouTube work or some answering of emails to do in the morning, I will occasionally put a child in charge of breakfast, but the majority of the time I am the one that's preparing breakfast for everyone. Along with our breakfast, this is when we like to take our supplements. So I take all sorts of different supplements. I've talked about that before on my channel, but today I wanted to tell you about what my kids take. So they take Hiya vitamins, which are amazing kids vitamins with super clean ingredients, easy to absorb vitamins and minerals, and they even have fruits and veggies in them. A lot of kids are picky eaters. I have some myself, and sometimes it's hard to be sure that they're getting all of the vitamins and nutrients that they need. So Hiya vitamins fill in the gaps so that you're sure that your child is getting exactly what they need to grow healthy and have a great day. So I want to thank Hiya for sponsoring today's video. I think Hiya is an amazing company, and I think you guys will like them too. They come with glass reusable bottles for the vitamins to go in and stickers, which is so fun. The kids loved designing their own bottle for their vitamins, and then you just order the refillable pouch and you keep the glass bottle, and the pouch comes whenever you order them. And the thing that is so awesome that my husband and I love about these vitamins is that there is no sugar. Most kids' vitamins out there are basically just candy in disguise, and they have all this gummy junk and up to like 2 teaspoons of sugar. It's crazy. They are offering my viewers 50% off of your first purchase. So you can go to hiyahealth.com/thismama and get 50% off some vitamins for your kids. My kids love the taste. So once we're done with breakfast and supplements, this is when we start in with our morning chores and getting ready for the day. So the kids will go off and they will get dressed, they'll brush their teeth, they'll brush their hair, they'll make their beds, and each kid has their own little chore that they do in the morning. So while they're off doing all of those things, I am also getting ready. Most of the time I get dressed as soon as I wake up, but I like to do my hair and makeup while they're getting their morning chores done. And then after I'm ready, I'm also doing morning chores. So I will make my bed, I will unload the dish drying rack, I will start a load of laundry, and I might do a quick tidy of a space if there's something that needs attention. I like to have a decently clean house before we start homeschooling, or that's kind of where my mind is thinking and I feel a little bit more tense. So the morning chores are a key to a good homeschool day. So then about that time, it is 10 o'clock, and that is when we sit down for our group lessons. So Usually I will have the kids start with handwriting, and then we'll go over the calendar, the weather, and then the memory Bible verses that we're learning and the prayers that we're learning, all while they're doing their handwriting practice. And I just find that this way kind of like signals everybody that we're starting school. It kind of gets everybody in their seat and settled and working on something. And after we're done with handwriting, we will work on one of our electives. So some days it is Latin, some days it is catechism, some days it is history, some days it's science, some days it's art. We kind of just go through a loop schedule, and sometimes depending on the day, I might let the kids pick from history or science, or just depending on what they're interested in, what they want to learn about that day. It's time to get your handwriting books out.
Done.
And while we're doing
I
handwriting,
didn't need Nico's because I don't know.
that was very nice of you to lay out the stuff. I really appreciate that. That was so cute. He found it. Good job, Louis. Get a pencil.
Louis, you can use one of mine.
Okay. There's some in here too. Okay, so today is September 19th. Tuesday, September 19th. If today is Tuesday, what was yesterday? Monday. Vincent, today is Tuesday. What's tomorrow?
Monday.
No, tomorrow.
Oh.
Today is Tuesday. What's tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Wednesday, that's right. Okay, and then today the weather looks cloudy, doesn't it? And it's still summer for just a couple more days, and then it's going to be fall. All right, and then our new Bible verse I'm still working on, and then we're going to practice it, okay? Okay, we have our new Bible verse up here. It says, "Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you." 1 Peter 5:7. Can you say that with me?
1 Peter 5:7.
Good job. Okay, hold on. Ready? Cast all your anxieties on him
Cast all your anxieties on him
because he cares for you.
because he cares for you.
So while you guys work on handwriting, I'm going to read our science lesson. And then this one is the tallest trees.
The redwood forest trees. Hey Mom, look.
How you doing? Oh, wow, that looks really nice. 2 meters tall is about this high.
2 meters? That's not tall. So you're 2
This
meters.
is taller. Nope, it's taller than me, and it's taller than you.
Taller than Dad, too.
The tallest trees in the world are 50 times this high. So if you went this high 50 times. Have you ever wondered why some trees are taller than others?
Because some of them are older.
Yeah. Have you ever wondered what tree is the tallest tree in the whole world?
I already know, the redwood trees.
Trees grow big and tall the same way you do when you get the nutrition and vitamins that you need. And just like you, trees stop growing after a certain height. Today's video is going to share a lot of facts. As you watch, try to pick out the facts that are most interesting to you.
100 feet high, which is the same as 50 6-foot men standing on top of each other. These gigantic trees grow near the northern coast of California. Can you hear the at the beginning of mountain?
Ours is different than hers.
Mountain. To make the sound in your mouth, close your lips tightly together like this. For this sound, you're not going to open your mouth at all. All the air is actually going to come out of your nose. Great. Now we'll trace it in the air. Put your hand out. Put your eraser at the top of the M.
So after that, we will usually do our math UC lessons. So the kids watch a DVD, and then the rest of the week the kids watch a DVD one day a week, and then the rest of the week they can work on their workbooks independently, and then I just grade it. So once we're done with handwriting and our science or whatever we're working on that day, they will sit down and work on some of their math pages. And after we're done with those things, then we will take a break for lunch, and we will eat lunch. And sometimes it's around 11:30, sometimes it's a little bit later, but once we are done with lunch, I try to quickly clean up the kitchen, and then we're back to doing more school. So at this point, this is when we're doing independent lessons. So each child has a different level of language arts and math, and that's when I will sit with them each independently. So I usually do the youngest first because he can be done really quickly. And while I'm working with him, the older two are doing things that they can do independently. So I have them doing Explode the Code, which they can do on their own. I have them do different apps. So we like ABC Mouse, Adventure Academy, Night Zookeeper. I also have typing lessons that we like to use. So there's a lot of different things that they can do and be occupied in without needing my undivided attention. Whereas with language and math, they have to have me teaching them that. So I work with the younger one, and then once he's done with that, he's free to go off and play and do whatever he wants. If he wants to continue with some other learning activities, he can, as long as he can do them independently. And then I will work with my next oldest student on his language and math curriculum. And then I will work with my oldest on her language. So she can do all of her math on her own. I just have to go over it and grade it. And then I just do her language arts with her. And then that's the end of our homeschool day. And like I said, sometimes we're done right after lunch, and sometimes it takes us a lot longer. It really depends on the day and just the dynamic of how everybody is feeling. Sometimes the baby's really fussy and I need to take more breaks to take care of him. Sometimes people are frustrated and we take a break and go outside. That's another thing that I always try to include in our homeschool days is fresh air, going outside. So whether it's after lunch or after we're done with our lessons all together, I try to send the kids outside, and oftentimes they're outside until it's time to come in for dinner. And the last type of thing that I try to really do each day for homeschooling learning related is do a read aloud before bed. So right now we're reading the Little House on the Prairie series. I read it to them before bed, and we also always say our prayers and repeat the verses that we're memorizing. So that's a look at how our daily routine goes as a large homeschooling family. I hope this gave you some ideas on how to structure your day, or maybe it's just relatable in the sense that, you know, every day is kind of different depending on how everybody's doing and feeling. But let me know in the comments what you do differently. If you're a homeschooling mom, what are your kids' grades? What are their ages? How long do you homeschool? What's your schedule like? There's been years where I always was like wanting to start at 8 in the morning and be done so quick, but I just realized over the years that that just doesn't work for us. And if we can have like slow mornings and where I can really pour into the younger kids before we even sit down and start, it just makes a really good day. Getting chores done and all that stuff before we sit down to do book work, it just makes a huge difference for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and go check out my homeschooling playlist. I have tons of videos on that playlist, from how to homeschool, myths about homeschooling, what are the best homeschool supplies out there. All sorts of fun videos are in that playlist, so I'd love for you to check them out. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to use that 50% off discount from hiyahealth.com using my link down in the description box. It's such a great deal, and you can't go wrong getting your kids the nutrition they need at a very discounted rate. So thanks for watching for like the third time. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next video.